or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you.
It's amazing how there's those people online that act like that things like what this guy is saying from the EU isn't a big deal. This is globalism. Yet the DNC doesn't want to talk about that, do they? And why do they all hate Trump? Well, they hate Trump because Trump hates globalism. He wants no part of it. So when Trump says that he's standing in their way, because otherwise they'll get all of us, he's not kidding. I sometimes worry because so many people say, oh no, this is already taken care of. I don't know if it is. I don't know. You know, because you have those people that say, oh, this is just all a movie playing out, and I don't buy into that. And it's terrifying. It's terrifying to think that I think we already have a foreign country running America. Joe Biden is not running it, okay? Joe Biden hasn't been running it. I think the UN is. They're the hub of the globalism. And I get so mad about this because I saw them bring it into nursing long ago. They did it through Magnet of Nursing. That's what nursing governance was all about, was to help get people on the socialist path. That's what it was for. That's what it was for. They've been at this for a very long time. What was once Agenda 21 went on to become Agenda 2030, and the only reason they had to push it to Agenda 2030 was because they didn't know how to marry the private with the global. The private sector being, your CEO, your private companies going along with globalism. So like when you see Harley Davidson, yeah, they're being strong-armed. What's sad about all of it is that so many people put their company, and I guess you can sort of say you get it, but then when you see all the companies do it, that's how they get everybody. I mean, in the end, all these people at the DNC, all these people getting paid to push Kamala Harris, it's like they're not going to be any better off either. Just because they decide to look away from it and say that's not what's going to happen. No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's so much everywhere out in everyone's face. This guy's not kidding. They will come and they will arrest people. Foreign countries will come in here, or they'll get American cops to do it. They'll just bully them into doing it. And you may think, oh, the cops won't go along with that. Look at how many of the corporations have. They've all gone along with it for money. And the whole thing is sad. It's really sad because people just they care more about money than they do freedom, even their own freedom. Even your CEOs will be under the thumb. I wouldn't feel sorry for them because they certainly had no problem jumping onto this, okay? They've shown how much money is... Our hospital system is in the toilet. It's never been worse. And yet the very people, you have all these associations of medicine and nursing that have signed on to this long ago, that have been, brainwashing nurses, or mind controlling nurses, that it's all about governance and nursing social governance. No, it's all bullshit. And what baffles me all the time is it's like, why did it not matter to any of you Americans about your freedom? Any of you nurses at the American Nurses Association, Illinois Nurses Association, I don't care what state it is. Why didn't it matter to any of you nurses about our Constitution? And I think many of them just, went along with it thinking, oh yeah, this sounds good. Not thinking, just this sounds good. But even the nurses I've called out for my very first nursing job, it didn't get to work out for them either. So you went along with it, and you got the benefits for, in the interim, you get the benefits, you get a payoff, you get whatever, kickback you get out of it. But you put yourself in a gulag along with everybody else. all because you didn't want to just do the right thing. And the right thing is to stand by our Constitution and not stand with socialists that want an open border. The whole all this coming in, I mean, people can make excuses that it's about they're going to get them to vote. The Democrats know whatever they have to do, they'll do to cheat. I mean, it's not so much, all of these people coming in is the UN. It's to destroy America, to topple it. It's to overwhelm every system. And I've watched my own profession support the most harmful things to this country, which means the most harmful things to people. And they head up the nursing organizations. And they won't get off the path. It's like, do you think that it's just going to, that it's going to be okay for you? Like it's okay if everybody else is under some dictatorship? Or you really believe everything the Democrats say at this point? I mean, I don't understand the total lack of common sense to see the truth here. It's just so baffling to me. You would think that everybody would want others to be free. But I mean, I work in a profession where the people that set the standard of care in my profession don't want people to be free. Because they would have never went along with this. And the worst part is they don't realize it'll come for them too. People don't care. People that do this to others don't care. People that traffic others that don't care. People that destroy a border, to destroy a country don't care. And yet, where is I don't see anybody standing up against it. I mean, in my profession. Like, I mean, you'd think that at this point you'd get some people from American Nurses Association or any of these nursing unions not going along with this anymore, but stopping and saying, wait a minute. Have we really lost sight of what's happening here? Not going and picketing and doing some, we're striking. That's not going to help you at this point. You need to push back against your unions. You need to push back against American Nurses Association. You need to say, why aren't you standing up for freedom? Freedom's the only thing that will lead to good health. But they want to say socialism will. Well, look at where your hospitals are, and we've been under socialized medicine. The only part of socialized medicine we're not under yet is where everybody's under the same health care plan. But that's what overwhelming the system is all about. It's heartbreaking. Some nights I just cry. I cry because so many people just didn't care about freedom. They just want to look the other way and, it'll just work out, or the Democrats won't be that bad. It's like, I don't understand in my wildest dreams how it is that nurses at the International Nurse Council couldn't see how none of this was a good idea. I mean, how can any of you nurses at American Nurses Association, at any of you nursing unions, at the International Nurse Council, how can you ever say that you're about health or safety or how can you ever say that? You supported destroying America's border to force socialism, and you don't see how you're a dictator? How does it end for dictators? Think about that, because when you finally realize that you all are the dictators, well, who knows what'll happen? It might be too late, huh?